Hi everybody, it's Julie and welcome to day 10 of 12 days to build a journal. And so this is a method that I came up with that we would use 12 days to build a journal here at Christmas time. But I also wanted to present a method of making a journal that might be easier, especially for those that are beginning. And, when everything is so overwhelming, and I thought I would take the 12 days of Christmas, and we've done that. So the details video for this challenge is in the description box down below, as is the link to the Etsy shop and all of everything, Dear Julie. So I am excited. Today we're going to be using the brand new Cardinal Digital Kit that has been put into the Etsy shop. These are the ephemera pages. And so we have beautiful cardinal images, beautiful wintry images that we can use, as well as backgrounds. So we have the red stripe background. We have things that have the green hollyish background. We have some that have the lace background, and then also the boards backgrounds. Okay, so a variety. This is a 50-page digital. It has ephemera pages. It has the tag pages that I like to make at like those. Okay, so these are tag pages, and we do them like this. You can make your own tops for them, and I do that on purpose because you can also use these to make the Traveler's Notebook size journal, which I like to make for list journals and things like that. And it gives you those choices. And then there's 15 page things in here. Got the side-by-sides. There's some pages with holly. There's the cardinal images as well as those backgrounds. And then my favorite part of this kit is the remembrance words. Now there's 2 full pages of the large labels. These were the ones that I made. And I gave those to you because you might want to use those for something. But I do also have them in here in the smaller and even 2 sizes smaller. Okay, so I'll show you. There you go. Okay, so one of the pages has the mom, dad, sister, brother, aunt, and uncle. And the other page has the moments: humble, wonder, grace, understanding, compassion, forgiveness. And so these are the 2 actual pages here. And then and here. Then here we had room to add the extra column. Excuse me. So we did. Okay, so there's 4 pages of remembrance words in, 3 different sizes? 4 different sizes. You get 2 sizes on this page, 1 size on this page, and another size on this. So I am really excited about that. You've seen me using these in the last week, actually in the last couple months, because we do have the Thankful Ladies kits, which have the thankful and harvest words. We do have the antique paper Christmas ornaments that has the Christmas words. So, okay, well, let's go ahead. So one of the things I did is I have taken this page and I already have it printed and I have it ready to use, and so that I can make tags out of these 3 pages. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to add those onto something to make them stronger. Okay, so possibly could put them on lined paper. We could have printed them on cardstock, but as you know, my printer grabs things late and it's just not, it's not conducive to that. So so I will be adding these later. You'll see that one of them is a little shorter, and so that might be kind of fun to do, like a little waterfall thing, having the two. Okay, you could even have them be a booklet, possibly, but there you go. So we have our three, and I'm going to do these three different from each other, and just know that I'm going to add something to the back. I don't want to use up our time here taking care of that. So tags, we can do whatever we want to tags. The first thing, I do have over here some, okay, I have the poinsettia like we used before, and I think that might be really pretty on here. Then I also have a cardinal stamp, and I'm thinking I might kind of like something along those lines where I've got the two together. Also, I'm going through my pile over here. It's like, what do I have that I can use as far as scrappy kind of things? I have, I have that. And let's see what else. Okay, I have this. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. Ooh, I like that a lot. With the red stripe, I think I'm going to go ahead and rip this across here. And I'm going to add this on here. I'm going to add it as a pocket because, you know, I love pockets and I cannot lie. Okay. So we'll go ahead and take this and lay it on there. Okay. So I've given myself a place to put something smaller. Okay, so this was one of the note cards that was in my, I'm going to go ahead, you guys, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and put glue because this pulled itself out, so I think I'm supposed to just go ahead and finish so I don't have to come back later. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this over, and I'll just put it on here right across. I want it to go from, I'm calling it shoulders to shoulder, shoulder to shoulder here on my, come on. There, okay, shoulder to shoulder. Look at that. Okay. So then we'll go ahead and cut it around that, and that's going to give me my lined paper. And it's going to make the tag thicker, but not super thick, which is going to be good because I'm expecting that this journal I want to fill it with memories. And so pictures and little things that remind me of things rather than just with the ephemera. Okay, so there, have the little pocket. I've added this to the back. I can go ahead and add right up here. I'm going to go ahead and put glue. And we're going to piece the back together. Okay. So we're going to take this and we're going to add it right on top of here. Okay. Probably should have gone closer to this edge over here, but that's okay. Okay. So piecing is a great thing to do, especially when you're just trying to use what you got and you look over and you go, well, I don't want to waste that next paper. If I can use this piece, how far will it fill? Oh, perfect. So, whoop, I'm stuck. I'm stuck on a corner here. Okay, I don't know if you saw that, but my scissors kept catching that and I was not going to be able to get around there. Okay, so there we have a little bit of paper piecing. If you're unhappy with the way that it looks, you can add some washi or some lace on top of it, but I think that is amazing. So imagine that you have a little card that can come and go in here. I think that that would be amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, so it's a tag. So I'm going to want to add, I'm going to go ahead and add a hole up here. And I do have from the Patreons, from their November box. So the Emerald Patreons received in November a box and it had these pieces in it. Okay, so I've added this little one of these. My brain is blank. I have a totally blank brain. Okay, I have this little piece of ribbon down here. So the only things I haven't used that are on my list of things that I need to use, I have not yet used a bell, okay? And I'm figuring that that will go on either a charm or a dangle. And I haven't used a gift tag. So we'll be doing that here in just a couple minutes. I've got some that, oh gosh, my finger just went, my finger just cramped. It's crazy. Okay, let's see if we can get that to go through there. I'm not surprised that it is so cold right now. My hands are so cold. And it's the middle of the day, but it's cold. Okay, that's just not going to happen. Well, maybe half of it is. So I can tie it, but I don't think I want to tie it. I think I'm going to go ahead and just add some glue right there. I'll just add a little bit of glue. Can you believe Christmas is like 1 week away? I cannot believe it. Okay. We don't have great plans or anything this time. Our kids all have things going on. So, last year we had the Washington family was visiting Las Vegas. That was fun. So Tom is off the week between Christmas and New Year's. I think we're going to play VIP videos. So if you were not the VIP, you can come and see how some of the coolest things I've made have been in the VIPs. So if I can find some good ones, we're going to do that. Okay. A little bit of fingernail polish. And of course, we're going to want to add a word. Now remember, I already have one of the pages that I've been working off of. And so I think I'm going to grab this word, wonderful. Okay. And I have it in the, not the smallest size, but the second to smallest size. That might have to be a story about my dad, because that was his word. His word was wonderful, but in a very positive way, not like I just said it. That was his word. My mom, when I think of a word that my mom used that not everybody uses, and she used it a lot, was greetings. And my dad's other word would be grismeldomorphin, but that's another memory altogether. Okay. There we go. I'm not going to put the poinsettia on this. If I did, I would put it up here because I want to be able to, possibly put this in something. So tag number 1 with a pocket on the front and this digital and the lined paper on the back. So our base is a digital. We use some note paper. We use digital here, the gold pen, the gold fingernail polish, and ribbon. We use quite a few things. We need at least 3 things embellishing or enhancing our tags today. So for this one, I'm going to start by going around it with my gold pen. Okay. So the gold pen was very popular when I asked about what things you've liked that I've been using this month in the challenge. And this gold pen was very popular. Fingernail polish, very popular as far as items that I've been using. Okay, so I will be adding backing of some sort to this. You never know, I may just do it like I did that time. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this down. This is a stamp. So a sticker, like a postage stamp, but not an actual postage stamp. It's more a decorative stamp, and this was in items that my mom and dad had because they donated to, I think this might have been St. Jude's stuff. I don't know. They had several things that they donated to. And so I'm going to cover up this other bird. So gold pen and these little stamps. We will do the I can't think of what it is. The fingernail polish. Holy mackerel. Okay, so in the, I've got the things from the little always, we have always remember, we have never forget, we have this fun fan thing from a digital. So we have digital, pen, and this. Oh, you know what? We haven't used any baker's twine. I'm going to go ahead and go around this with some baker's twine. Okay. So I'm going to go around it twice. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to go under this piece, this one that went all the way around. This piece that's the whole length of or width of the card. Okay, then I'm going to go around that. Okay, and you see I've got it so that it's flipped up a little bit. Okay, I want to make sure that it's tight enough. Okay, and then I'm going to pull these apart on the front. I don't mind the back sticking together, but I want the front to come apart, kind of like it's going around a package. There we go. Okay, so separate these. There we go. I still can't believe. So it's Friday. I'm filming this on Friday. And Tom and I are going to the movies tonight. You guys, that is, whoa, sorry. I told my friend and she goes, "You guys go to the movies?" Like, no, we don't. We really don't go to the movies. I don't even know what the last movie we've seen. Like, we saw the Cars movies at the theater. We usually see Disney movies. But we're going to go see Avatar. So I'll be able to tell you about that Monday or Tuesday. And we're going out to dinner as well. Okay, so there's that and that. I love it. Ooh, I should have pulled that down a little bit so that it's under the red cardinal a little bit. There we go. I like that. Okay, so that's what we've got going on, and I'm just going to leave it tied. And I like it. Simple, not super thick. Now, one of the things that we can do for journaling, if I can find, I have that really cool ruler that I can't find. The other thing that we have is we have, aha, there it is. Not the ruler, but I'm gonna have to find where I put the ruler because I moved a couple of drawers around. Okay, so to get some lines on the back, we can just go ahead and use some corrugated cardboard. Okay. There we go. Got some lines on the back, so we can tell the story if we wanted to. And that is tag number 2. Dun, 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 dun. Tag number 2. Tag number 2. Okay. And both of those, this one we did do the fingernail polish. I would probably do the fingernail polish on the center of the poinsettia here, and then on the green leaves. Okay. Center of the poinsettia. Oh, this is the one that's almost out. Still got a lot of glitter in it though. Okay, there we go. One and two. And on to number 3. I really like this one. So I'm thinking that we can use this as our, yeah, it'll fit. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and use the note paper that we had left for this one. Okay. I need to go down as far as I can down here because I know there's still a decoration up here. Okay. I'll use my resist the sticky scissors to cut this because there is glue around the edges, possibly. Okay, and that's going to give us our lined paper on the back. So, but we've got this beautiful holly with the rose, as well as the peekaboo placed down here. I just like it because it's a little bit different than the other things that we've used so far. Okay, so that gives us that for the back. Place to write on. I love it. Okay, I think for this one, do we have another? Yes, we do. We'll go ahead and do another. I did not do the last one because it was thinner, but this one's thicker, so I think this will work better on this one than it. Yeah, I don't know if I'm on there or not. Oh well. I missed. Sometimes you just gotta do it the old-fashioned way. See what you can get to go through the hole. See if you can get it to pull more of the stuff through the hole. And if not, just pull these pieces off. Yeah, at least we got something through there. Okay, and that's okay because we can do like a sail tag would have, where it would just kind of be hanging down. Like that. Okay, and then what if we went ahead and we grabbed the little card here. We'll just do a small hole. Watch us only get one one through this one. Nope, there we go. Okay. Okay, we'll tie it again. Can you tie it in a knot? I can see it. There we go. Oh, we're missing one. There we go. Okay, so we'll have a dangly. Okay, I like that. I like that. Okay, so we have to use some gift tags. Now, if you remember, I got some really cool gift tags. These are from Dollar General, and I liked them because they actually had some great cardinal images on them. Okay, so you get both sides, and they were $1. Okay, so with that there, I'm thinking I'm gonna want my cardinal up here. Maybe this one? Yeah, I think we'll do this one. Okay, resist the sticky scissors. Gift tag. I'm using a gift tag. I'm going to use more, but this gets me out of. I've used everything now except the bell. Okay, so got to use a jingle bell somewhere in the journal. And I still have the tassel and the charms to make, so that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. And then we'll be putting it all together. Let's see, and then we'll have our flip through. And then on Wednesday, we are finishing the journal that I started with the VIPs. We're going to be using the brand new Cardinal kit. Okay, so that can go right up here. Okay, so we need to pull the sticker off. Knowing that that will be in the way, I want to make sure that my cardinal is seen. Okay, we'll put our sticker down and then cut this. Make sure that's out of the way. Don't want to accidentally cut off my little flinch card tag. Okay, so there we go. Now this has some glitter, but it's not what I really want. But so we've added note paper, the flinch card, the baker's twine, the bad job of putting an eyelet on, the gift tag, and now fingernail polish. We have more than 3 things on here. We're good. Okay, now I'm going to pull that off, and I'm going to add my fingernail polish to my hollies. Okay. So, yeah, so Wednesday we're going to be making the lace spine ribbon bound journal. And we've already started. We've got our pages ready. We need to add some more just regular plain pages. It is full size. We've done this before, but both times we did it in a small, like, gift size, which I think is an amazing journal size. It's like handheld size. Do I have one here? I had them. they're not in here anymore. Or they might be, but they're not right here. So yeah, so the lace spine ribbon bound. So no sewing. And they are beautiful. They're probably my favorite type of journal. Okay, so we're going to set this aside and let it dry. That is tag number 3. And now we're going to move to something just really easy because I need to use some gift tags. So I am going to pull these out of here. And I will probably, oh, look at this. We're going to have all these ribbons too. This was also from Dollar General. I believe these were $1 also. But this is going to give me a page that I can put in my journal that is packaging. So remember, we are doing the Just Junk Journal Challenge in January. And this is something that you might want to save for that one. This is a little tall because I was thinking about putting it in my my December daily, but it's too big. So, but I still might because actually I think I want it for my December daily. But anyway, this is going to give me, got this beautiful one with joy. We've got this one with poinsettias, and we've got this one with the pine cones. And so I think those are going to be awesome. And so to start off with the joy one, I know that I want to put one of these in where the O is. Okay, so I don't know where my glue went. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to add some glue. It is a sticker, but it seems to be a little upset. As a matter of fact, it's not. It wasn't sitting on the sticker where it was supposed to be. So we're going to add the sticker to this one. Okay. I think we'll add a different ribbon. So how about from the cover, I have this. I don't have another eyelet, so I'm not going to add the eyelet, but I'm going to add this. Okay. So here we are using a gift tag. Yay! Can mark that off my list. Okay, but I want these to both be in that direction. So let's turn it over, pull it back through. Okay, so I turned it over, pulled it back through, and make sure that it is ready to come back. Okay, and then I'm going to turn these ones over so they're all facing forward. And they're nice and messy. And we will close it with our tiny attacher. There we go. So we have J-O-Y. Okay, it's trying. Okay. You know what? Can we? Got this piece here. I'm thinking about putting on a couple. Oh wow, that looks really cool. Can you see when it looks like a mirror? It's like, wow, that's really cool. I don't know, maybe my pokey tool. which is a thumbtack. Nope. Darn. Okay, I'm going to put a bow right below this. Or should I put it? Yeah, I'm going to put it below it. Okay, so I'm going through, coming back through. Okay, and we'll tie a bow. So we've used baker's twine, a sticker, staples, because remember this time staples count as an enhancement. And we also used a piece of fabric. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, that's 4. We have this one, and I was thinking, actually this one, putting the, remember our little brad? Yeah, we'll put this one in here. Okay, isn't that cool? And we'll just put him down like that. Oh yeah, and he sits really, he does not want to move. So that is really cool. How about we use a word on this one? And memory. So we have memory, honor, legacy, unforgettable, reminisce. It's just lots and lots of words. I think that's going to be a fun set of labels for a lot of things, for a lot of journaling things that you might want to have. So they are part of the Cardinal kit, the Cardinal digital kit. And that was the kit that the November VIPs received as their gift. Okay, so this can go up here. Okay, we'll put a little bit of glue on that. Flip it over. We have memory. Let's grab, we'll open one of these sets of ribbons. Okay, and this time we'll go ahead. I think we should be able to put that through. Man, my fingers are so cold. Do you find it hard to craft if your fingers are cold? I find it so hard to craft if my fingers are cold. So I have that. Now, because this is up at the top, I think we can go ahead and use a poinsettia. Okay, so these are the ones that I made using my little flower punch and my little holly punch. Okay, so there we go. Use the Cardinal Brad and one of the memory digital, the gold pen, and the poinsettia. So there we go. And then we have this one. And for this one, I think we'll come over and grab, we'll do this one, okay? And I think this time I'm going to cut it out, okay? And cut it out, okay? And then I'm going to use my postage scissors to go around it, okay? So I'm going to put pretend like it's a postage stamp. But again, I'm using a gift tag from this beautiful sticker gift tag set. Okay, and it'll be right on those poinsettias. I think we'll pull it off the edge. And then at the same time, I'm going to put some of this under it. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to line that up. We're going to put some glue under there. Okay. Now line him up. Lay that down. And put some glue on here. I got too much. Try not to get it on my fingers. It's like it's no fun. Okay. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Okay, now I could, yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put an indentation right here. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to come up and put an indentation using my fingernail. And that way we can come up. Okay, so we're going to go around that, come here, and we're going to tie this. Okay, and I'm going to double knot it to start with, because that should keep it where it is. Okay, and it's been glued there, so okay, so now I'm going to try and make a bow. Try. Okay, so we've got a little bow. Okay, so we added a gift tag and some baker's twine to this one. I love it. I love it. Just a little different. And then I think we'll come over, and of course we're going to have a word. Honor. So some of these were words that I came up with, and some of them were words that we came up with in a couple of different premieres. So in the live chat, remember our videos, every day there is a premiere at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. And you are invited to join us at that premiere. It has a live chat. And so you can ask questions, get to know each other. It's a lot of fun. We really do enjoy. Okay, so do we want to go here? I think so. I think we're going to go honor right there. And that's going to give us 3 more. So we'll have, do we have 6? 6 of our 12 done. Okay, and then I'm going to use the white. Oh, you know what? Let's use lace on this one. Or do we want, okay, let me think. I think we'll go with lace. I don't see a little tiny red. Oh, wait. We've got little tiny red fabric. Okay, I think we'll do little tiny red fabric. Little tiny red fabric. So the one thing about going to the movies after eating dinner is I'm usually too full for popcorn, and I like popcorn at the movies. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe how he sent me the reservation thing. I could not believe how much it costs to go to the movies. Because, like I said, we haven't been in a long time. So, how much does it cost for you to go to the movies? I wonder if he remembered that. I don't know if are we seniors yet? I don't know. He doesn't think of those things, so. Okay, I did just get 2 packages of my staples from Spectrum Art Creations. So if you're looking for a place to get those, you can check out their website. I don't know if they have them, in their Etsy shop. Whoops, I only grabbed one. I usually fill it up, but I was talking. Got distracted. So my daughter and the Arizona grandkids are on Christmas break. Oh, do you see what happened? I went through that. Oh, man. Okay, well, we do have more. Go like that. We'll just do it like that. Get that to sit under there. I saw a picture of they have some inflatables, and I had gotten Amber a goat, an inflatable goat. She loves her goats. So she already had one. And the one I got her was different than the one that she already had, so that was good. I was so excited when I found it. And the thing is, you know, we don't go shopping very often either. And we were out shopping, and I was like, I got a nativity set for the youngest grandchild, and I got Amber that goat. And he's like, do we need this? I'm like, do we need this now? And I was like, yes. You guys, I have not been out since, so there you go. So what do we got so far? We're halfway there. 3 and 3. Okay, so next I have I have a different set of these. Okay, so I need 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are going to be my bases for the patchwork ones. Okay, so then I need 5 pieces of cardstock or of paper that are going to go along with this. And so let's see, what do we got? That's darn. Yep, that one doesn't fit either. Okay, well, okay, here we have, there's that. Okay, so that's going to give us 1. We're going to put these over to the side. So, okay, so that's going to give us 1. So I'm going to cut out 5 papers that are the same size as this note paper. And I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I picked 5. These are the 5 that I picked. Okay, now what we need to do is make sure that, measure twice, 10 times, cut once. Okay, so they are a little taller than our base. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to cut them. Okay, I can use those for something probably, right? Oh, this messy desk. Oh, the messy desk. Okay, we'll put a few things away. Put a few things away. Okay, put these down in the trash can. God, I can't. My fingers are so cold. Okay, so pull this out. We don't need that one, but we need these 5. And we're going to go ahead and make a patchwork. Now, the thing is I am going to start, and I'm going to go across here. And you see that corner? That is important. Okay, then I'm going to come up here and let's see. Okay, so that will be my top piece. I need to cut this into 5 pieces. Okay. Okay. So this is what we've got. Okay. I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to kind of put it back together. Okay. Like that. You got it? Okay. Now I'm going to set up my 5. 1, 2. Is that going to be big enough? Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. Well, I know what we'll do. We'll just have to turn it over. Okay. So now we move this one over, and this is our 1. This is our 2. This is our 3. This is our 4. And this is our 5. So as you can see, this is going to be our bottom, which is fine. It's fine. We're going to go over here. This is our 3, but we're going to start 1, 2. Okay, check. Yes, okay. Making sure. Three. 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4. You see our tags coming back together? And then down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put these on here. So we'll start with one and do them one at a time. And we're going to go fast forward while we do this to save us time. Well, there we go. We've got 5 of these large tags. You saw that I had cut them upside down, so I had to keep turning my card upside down. So, but it all worked out. It all worked out. Now, I have a little thing happening here. This little area right here, it wants to come undone. And I was wondering if I could strengthen it by adding the piece, adding a piece across. I think I could. You know what, though? I think I'm going to add lace. Okay, we'll add lace across. Might have to cut it shorter after. Oh, we'll just cut 2 more. Okay, so we have cardstock, note paper. Note paper is our base. So cardstock, and now we're going to have lace. Okay, and so I'm kind of looking around. I'm thinking possibly that wrapping paper might be good. Now, when you're making the 5 patch, you can make 5 that are the same. Okay, so we can make these the same. Otherwise, you can only have 3 that are similar, because you know, there's not much challenge to this particular challenge this time. The challenge was to do it in the 12 steps, and then this, because I mean, you get to use everything in your stash, so that's probably makes it easier. And oh wow, I put glue on there already. It's already oops. Okay. Work faster, Julie. Work faster. You can do it. Okay. Oh my goodness, the dogs. What's up with the dogs? They bark. Not at everything, but a lot of things. We had a dog that if you heard it barking, everybody would come out, because he didn't bark. Well, he had a bark that he would bark at people that he knew, and he was excited to see them. But if he barked, people would actually look, because that meant that there was somebody in the neighborhood that wasn't supposed to be here. Not somebody that he knew or recognized. He was a very smart little dodo cookie. He was our pit bull. We had him for several years. Tom rescued him right before we got married. Maybe a year before we got married. Okay, so I'm cutting the pieces off, and that has helped that. Okay, so that helped that considerably. Yeah, because these were literally flopping. So we're not flopping anymore. That's good. Okay. Okay, so from the other side, I am going to go ahead and, well, I'm going to clean up the top of this. I'm going to go ahead and come in, and I do want this to look like a tag. So I'm going to go ahead and do the, doesn't cost you a thing, side to side. Okay. And there we have it. Okay, so I'll be doing that to all 3 of these. Resist the sticky, and things are sticking. Okay, but we've got these cute little cardinals up here at the top and one down here at the bottom. So I'll need to clean up all of these tags because some of them might have a little bit of edges sticking off like that. That one does. It's okay. I'll come back and do that. Okay, so cardstock, lace. I think I'm going to do the poinsettia. I'm just counting that as 1 because I made them ahead of time. Like, did I check and make sure that this was the top? Okay, if you have one that needs to be from the bottom, you can go ahead and cut it. Cut your tag from the bottom. I don't think I have any. I'll do this one from the bottom just because I can always put something in to catch it. Okay, so we're just turning it into a tag. You could ink this, you could sew around it. Sewing around it is a good idea because it helps the pieces stay down. Okay, so like we'll need to go and clean up any stray edges. And sometimes they'll be on that side too. So, okay, so this one, I just want to make sure that if there's any stray edges down here, since it's the one where I'm cutting. Okay. So we're going to do this one a little bit different because the bird is a little bit different. Okay, so we've got just a little bird here. I'm going to go with this look on this one. Okay, so I'm going to take it and turn it over in this corner. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to keep that one separate so I don't accidentally put whatever I do in the wrong place. Okay, I'm thinking cut around him and glue him down. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, just like that. Okay, So we're going to do that to all of them. There's going to be two different, I'll show you. We'll have, because they're in two different. Okay, so there's that one. I love it. And then this one, let's use our regular scissors. Okay, now this one, okay. Okay, I'm going to try with the pine cone. I don't know if we get to keep the pine cone or not. I actually have Christmas ornaments made with this wrapping paper from a few years ago. Okay. I don't know. What if we go like that? Okay. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so we'll have 2 and 2 of this one. Okay. And he is on the bottoms. I love that paper. I have another really neat paper pad to use with it. A little 6 by 6. I don't know if I'm going to get to make everything I want to make. How about you? Are you guys getting to make what you wanted to make? There we go. Okay. Then this one. Go ahead and cut around him. Be really careful. I have another piece of this wrapping paper I saw down in the bottom of the pile. I don't know if it's got any cardinals on it though. Okay, so we're going to go with that. Okay. So sometimes it is really great to be able to make 5 of the same thing. I like these because even though you're making 5 of the same things, they're different. You know, even though they're the same, they're different, right? Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we've got, let's use the resist the sticky scissors up there. Okay, so 4 of them. Then we've got this one, and let's see if we've got, aha. Okay, I think we'll, kind of like the idea of him. I can say him because since he's bright red, it's most likely a boy. Right? Okay, we're going to put him down here on the bottom. Because remember, this is our one bottom tag. Just wanted to show you that you could do something different, especially if you have a top tuck somewhere in your journal. You might want a tag to go in it, right? Okay, come on, move, move, move. Okay, resist the sticky. or stick to the scissors. Okay, there we go. Cardstock, lace, wrapping paper. I think poinsettia. I think we're gonna do poinsettia. Let me see where they are. I think we're in this pile. We need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I think we'll put it right under his belly on this one. Okay, so this is our bottom one. And I may sew around this. I may do that. But not before we'll be done with this video. Because I still have to make another video before Tom gets home. 2. I'm so glad I made a bunch of these up ahead of time. I have to make more though because I want to use them in my December daily. I love these patchwork tags. You can do these in other shapes. You can use like, you know, your die cutting machine and cut your 5 different ones and your 5 that are the same. So 10 total, 5 that are the same. Those would be your bases, and then 5 that are different, and those would be your patchwork. And we've had people do bells, like the Liberty Bell, a dress form. That one was really cool. I've done the cricket tag. Okay, but there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I would probably go ahead and add something up to the top. Maybe after I figure out where they're going to go in the journal. Again, probably going to add some stitching. If I have places like this where you can see it, I may come in with another piece and just put that in there. So, yeah, but there you go. I got those 5, so that makes 11. We need one more, and I have an idea of what I want to use. I don't know where it's at. Oh. I have this that we haven't used yet that I think are just so darn cool. We've got this big guy and we've got this big guy. I think we'll use this one. So I think we'll go ahead and we're going to cut the top of this and then flip this over and cut the top of this. Okay, that's going to give me the tag look. So this is a napkin that I had gotten from Spectrum Art Creations. I absolutely love it. And I am going to put that on here. I am first going to cut across here. You know what? I wonder if I should rip it and put it on here. I think I will. She says after she's already doing it. Okay, so there we go. Okay, I need to rip around the bottom of them also because this, I don't want it straight across. Now I could make this a pocket. Could make it a pocket. Might be a good idea. Okay. Let's see, we're a little close. I think it's funny, these almost look like chickens. Okay, so I'm gonna cut these two pieces off of that one, and that way I fit on here, because otherwise I wasn't gonna fit. Okay. Ooh, I love it. I'm gonna make it a pocket. I'm gonna make it a pocket because I love pockets and I cannot lie. Okay. And I'll probably make another tag out of this. I've got to, for the, yeah, there, look at that. Oh my gosh, how cute. I love it. Okay, I'm trying to straighten it out a little bit. Okay. I'm going to end up with a little bit of glue over there on that side. I was trying to feel if I had a napkin. Okay. Baby wipes. Get a little bit off there, a little bit off there. Okay. Put that over there. Okay. So I'm looking up here and I'm thinking I can piece that. Okay. So that's what I was thinking of when I was like, oh, I want this to be a little bit taller, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna put the piece with the cool piece of holly. Okay, across there like that. Okay, and let's see, I need to cut him. Okay. I'm going to pull this over. I'm going to pull one over on. Okay. I am going to put, okay. Go ahead and cut that. Pull that over. It's like wrapping a present, sort of. Okay. Like, I wonder if I can put that right in there. It's the back, so, and it is my journal. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I pieced that piece on the top, wrapping paper. Woohoo! And let's go ahead and add some lace. Adding lace. Okay. Is this the sticky? Okay. Did I have, I don't, yeah, I do. I have one more. One more. Oh, it doesn't have a, there, that one does. I don't know. I think we'll put it on this side. And if we added word, we'll add it to this side. Okay. So we have a pocket here that we're going to be able to put something in. We used a napkin, book page, lace, that wrapping paper, and the backing is cardstock. Okay, so that gives us our 12 tags. And so let's take a really quick look at them. Oh my gosh, 12 tags, 11 journaling cards, 10 clusters, 9 ready edges, 8 pretty pockets, 7 page tattoos, 6 embellished page tabs, 5 paper clips. We need to make 4 dangling charms. We made our 3 flip-flops. We made our 2 double tucks. Tomorrow is our 1 fluffy tassel with dangle. Okay, so here is what we have from today. We'll kind of move this stuff off the messy desk. Make us some room so you can see. We have this large, this was a mounting, like picture mounting pad that I had. And so there's that. Kind of looks like a giant mason jar or something. This one, so we've got our 5 patchwork tags. I love them. So we've got 2 with this cardinal, 2 with this cardinal, and then this one is ready to be a tag that you pull out of a pocket from the top. So I think those are awesome. Then over here we've got 6 more tags. We have our 3 tags made from gift tags, 1, 2, and 3. I love this one. And we have our 3 made with the digital, the new Cardinal digital that is available in the Dear Julie Etsy shop. So there we go, 12 tags ready to go into my large ring bound journal. And so, I mean, there's a big pocket right there just waiting for one of these large tags. So I am so excited to have that done. There you go. Remember that the new digital is on sale along with all of the Christmas digitals and the lace grunge background digital. Those are what I would consider the companion kits to the Cardinal kit. I would highly recommend, like the red Christmas that has all the poinsettias would be amazing with this, as well as the 5 Days of Christmas from last year, or the Woodland Christmas would be really pretty with this as well. And I thought the lace grunge background would be really cool with this. So again, they're on sale for 50% off. If you are a diamond or emerald Dear Julie Patreon, your coupon code for 70% off this sale is in the Patreon. So don't forget to take advantage of that. Thank you so much for supporting my channel by purchasing the digitals, and for the like and comments. That really does help this the videos to be seen. Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.